Welcome to the Onyx Path News. My name is Matthew Dawkins. Once again, it hasn't changed yet, and we are here with a repeat of the Onyx Path News. Well, is it a repeat? It's more of an update because there are some things I'm going to be talking about that I've already covered, but they are also, I guess, in a sense, updates to things that have already happened. Let's start with the Pugmire Kickstarter. Well, Realms of Pugmire Kickstarter. This is the new edition of the Pugmire role-playing game. It has 3 days left at time of recording. We have spoken about it before, but as there's only 3 days remaining, I really recommend you check this Kickstarter campaign out. There are 3 days left to back and contribute toward the building up of stretch goals, adventures, various supplements, source material, and so on. And backing the Kickstarter will help that. So do indeed get involved. Even if you're just backing at the PDF level, it does mean you get the PDF before anyone else. Whatever you choose, PDF, print on demand, traditional print, we would love for you to check out the Realms of Pugmire Kickstarter. To repeat, this is the new edition of the Pugmire role-playing game. This is the next edition of it, so this is the update you'll need if you're an existing fan of Pugmire or if you're looking to get into Pugmire for the first time. It's a wonderful book, incredibly well developed by Mr. Eddie Webb and the team that wrote on it. So, hello Nicholas and hello Michael. Thank you very much for tuning in live. That isn't all. That isn't the only news I've got for you today. I've also got news about the Contagion Chronicle Global Outbreaks. Global Outbreaks was released last Wednesday in PDF and print on demand. You can get it using the link below, just as you can back the Pugmire Kickstarter on the link below. There's 2 different links. Don't click one for the other. Global Outbreaks is a source book that was, I guess, funded via stretch goals from the Contagion Chronicle Kickstarter. So there you go. See, the process works. That covers all manner of different geographical regions, antagonists, story hooks, and such for the Contagion Chronicle. If you're unfamiliar with what the Contagion Chronicle is, it is the Chronicles of Darkness book that enables you to play crossover games. So if you want vampires, werewolves, mages, Prometheans, Sin Eaters, changelings, hunters, primordials, demons, mummies. I'm sure I've forgotten one. Answers on a postcard. Did I say hunters? Either way, if you want them all in one group, well, for one thing, that's a very large group. Deviants, there you go. You've got another one. You can play them all together in this game of Contagion Chronicle, where there is plot, justification for why they would work together. There is also mechanical justification for why they would work together. If you're looking at these groups and thinking there's imbalance, yes, there's imbalance, but there is a perfectly good justification and way of playing together in the Contagion Chronicle core. And Global Outbreaks only furthers the options. So Contagion Chronicle's had a few books released for it now as source books. You've had Contagion Chronicle. I think there was a ready-made characters book. There's Global Outbreaks. There is the Player's Guide as well. So there's lots going on there. We've got a question here. So Wagner says, any word about Mummy the Curse? Mummy the Curse, the lovely prestige. Well, I think it's, yes, the traditional printed edition. God, it's a lovely looking book. Look at that. I've got more than one copy on my shelf for some reason. Any news on it? Well, I believe we've released everything that we intended to based on the Kickstarter. From here on out, it is largely the decision of Paradox Interactive, the license holder, and of course, if Mummy the Curse does well, that justifies the creation of more Mummy books. So do certainly, if you are interested in Mummy, pick up a copy. You can get that on DriveThruRPG too. If you are interested in playing era-hopping Immortals, because that is kind of what Mummy does, and it does it very well, if I do say so myself as the developer of that edition. Do pick it up. Kaiser Affini says, would there be any news on Tome of the Pentacle? Yes, Tome of the Pentacle is currently in art direction. We're getting art in for it now, if I recall, or at the very least, Mike Cheney, our wonderful art director, has contracted it. So things are moving along. It is a very big book. It's a very important book for Mage the Awakening 2nd edition, which I'm sure a lot of Mage fans are very excited to hear. And it took quite a long time to actually get the content how we wanted it. Mage is a very important game to a lot of us, and we also know it's a very important game to Mage the Awakening fans. So we did spend more time on this than some other books. Does not say these other books aren't important, but Mage the Awakening, and especially Tome of the Pentacle, we wanted to get just right. So what else do we have here? What else is coming up? Well, on 24th, that's this Friday, it's Onyx Path game night. I already know that there's a Dystopia Rising game running. There's a Mage the Awakening game running. I believe there is also a They Came From game running. I may be incorrect on that. There's several games running on Start.Playing, and you can run one yourself, even if it's just a simple jump start that's already been released. Again, perfect place to learn how to run a game and learn how to play a game. Dip your toe in if you are starving for role playing. This is an excellent place to go and feed at the trough of dice. So go over and start playing. The link is in the description below where you can sign up. All you need is, although it's called Gaming Night, you can play at any point during the day on Friday in any of our games. So what else do we have here? Nicholas says, I have a question about Mummy's Law. Do you think there are other universes with different duats with different judges? Well, that would be a question, I guess, of different dimensions in Chronicles of Darkness, which isn't something we've covered a huge amount of in second edition. I believe it was covered a certain degree more in first edition with Mirrors, which covered alternatives to the Chronicles of Darkness, but I don't see why not. I mean, they're basically gods, so it really depends on your view of campaign settings and whether gods have to be the same throughout. But certainly in the way Mummy the Curse second edition is presented, no, it's the same judges, 42 of them, throughout the game, who work partly as patrons, mostly as antagonists to you. So yeah, anyway, so what have we got? We've got the Pugmire Kickstarter ending in 3 days' time. We have got the Contagion Chronicle Global Outbreaks released in PDF and print on demand. We have Start.Playing Onyx Path Gaming Night this Friday, and we will also have a new release this Wednesday, as we always do. So with that said, thank you very much for watching. Do click the links below. Do support our Kickstarter. Support your local Onyx Path. I really appreciate it. We really appreciate it, and speak to you again next week.